the 6-yard line. Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Jeff Heath, the one to bring him down. Gordon happy to be back in the fold after reporting to the Chargers on September 26th. You know, the fan base is happy to have Melvin Gordon back as well. Week 5, his first carries 31 yards, and he certainly figures to be the bell cow in that backfield for the Chargers going forward.
Black 15! 54! Hey, check. White, 85! 12.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. From the gun, Rivers. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to make it fourth down. 2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. That's to his running back, complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
White, 89!
Here's Rivers. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Only 3 there on the screen. It's second, only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. On play action, Rivers. He completes it to Henry.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on third down, bringing in an extra defensive back. To the air again here, Rivers. Able to get this to Gordon. And he's way down into Dallas territory inside the Cowboy 15. A big play there just before halftime. 48 yards. Rivers with a 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
180! 180!
Watch out.
Now Gordon on first down, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. A toss play. Gordon. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is indeed good. And they stake claim to the lead here. It's 10-8. So a little late drama in the first half as that kick will give them the lead into intermission.
Isn't this fun the way that this is unfolding? You're exactly right. The late drama, 3 points go up on the board, and we go into the half with a new leader.
This one taken from the 7. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Check, 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 check.
Final play of the half. Prescott. He's going to air one out. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Second and 10 now from the 27. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And they'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Being chased out left. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
we
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
54, right there, 54 miles. Set the tone, defense.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets into the ground behind the line of scrimmage. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
Let's go, D.
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. 10th carry now for Elliott. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Dak on the option left. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Prescott now. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Prescott now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now back to the ground with Elliott. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
From the 41, Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
What we got? What we got?
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
No.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Prescott completes it to Jason Witten. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check 37. Check 37.
They'll run it with Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Stay there. Stay there. 380. Hey, 79. 79.
He's back to throw. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Check, 380. Check, 180. 80 high.
One last shot now for Rivers. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls and the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock. Turn it up, we giving a show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about, space or out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, the pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can.
The NFL is on EA Sports as we come to you from Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the New England Patriots and our home team. The kickoff unit is out on this one away.